Your Excellency, Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Hermann Graf, dear participants, it's a great privilege to address you for the second year in a row here at the Cyber Polygon. We have come together today to discuss how we can develop secure digital ecosystems and protect companies, but also societies, from cyber attacks. We must do so with a broader mission in mind, to improve the state of our digital world by enhancing, on the one hand, global cooperation, but also public-private cooperation. I'm pleased that we are joined today by Prime Minister Justin. Dear Prime Minister, global and public-private cooperation is really critical to addressing our shared cybersecurity challenges. We are grateful for the long cooperation which the World Economic Forum has established with the Russian Federation, both with government but also with the business community. I wish to thank particularly Hermann Graf, CEO and Chairman of the Executive Board of Sberbank, and a committed partner of the World Economic Forum, and actually a member of its Board of Trustees, and a co-founder of the Center for Cybersecurity. We greatly, Hermann, appreciate your leadership in championing cybersecurity across the financial system and across the world. Allow me now to reflect on today's theme, which is to develop secure digital ecosystems. It is remarkable how quickly this goal has become so important around the world. 3 years ago, we initiated our Center for Cybersecurity at the World Economic Forum. We recognized already then the crucial importance of cybersecurity as a global issue and as a corporate challenge. We did not expect, however, that digital connectivity and cybersecurity would come to support and influence every aspect of our business and social lives, as it has done, particularly in the past year. Digital connections are embedded in our homes, our workplaces, and through operational technology, our critical infrastructure. This connectivity has allowed us to realize incredible efficiency, even in a world where we worked remotely. It is not an overstatement to say that it has enabled us to continue to function during a time of unprecedented crisis. Technology has been central to the way we have collectively managed the COVID-19 pandemic and the global crisis. Digital infrastructure made it possible to deliver essential services. It helped business to run. And it helped us to maintain contact with each other. Digitalization has thus helped to solve some of the major hurdles put in place by the pandemic. But it has also opened us up to new challenges. One of the most important amongst them is how to ensure digital technologies and communications are safe, secure, and trustworthy. Many technology leaders have noted that within a few short months, we have achieved advances in digital transformation that might otherwise have taken years. But this digital dividend of the COVID pandemic is fragile. Cyber incidents can undermine the trust in key online services, and they could derail adoption of socially valuable innovations. The World Economic Forum's Global Risk Report includes cybersecurity failure and IT infrastructure breakdowns in its top 10 risks, both by likelihood and by impact. The implication is clear. A lack of cybersecurity has become a clear and immediate danger to our society worldwide. We have seen in the past few months, for example, ransomware attacks targeting hospitals, critical infrastructure, school systems, the power grid, and many other essential services. Citizens are feeling the repercussions of cyber attacks directly. Citizens are impacted by energy shortages, delayed medical treatment, and other effects this new breed of audacious cyber attacks causes. This is not a problem that is easily solved. Ransomware attacks are complex, and criminal enterprises are increasing their scale and impact. This highlights the need for a structured, multi-stakeholder, multilateral approach to secure our society against them. In this, we must all work together. Governments are in charge of guaranteeing security, but the deep expertise that is needed to develop a secure cyber ecosystem often lies with the private sector. Similarly, just as governments are often pooling the resources which each other through international organizations such as Interpol to fight physical crime, we need more similar collaboration between governments and, I should add, private business to fight cybercrime. The good news is that such public-private collaboration efforts already exist, as we demonstrate today. Recognizing the need to mobilize a global response to the growing cyber threats, the World Economic Forum launched the Center for Cybersecurity, as I mentioned, in 2018. Our center provides an independent and impartial platform to foster collaboration between all members of the global cybersecurity community, both in the public and in the private sectors. Sberbank, together with other companies from around the world, is a founding member and actively involved in our initiatives aimed at addressing systemic cybersecurity challenges and, finally, to restore and to improve digital trust. During the pandemic, the paradigm shift to a digital way of life has made the role of cybersecurity as a global public good even more pronounced. Good cybersecurity enables business continuity at a time when a single point of failure in only one organization can become a systemic calamity with repercussions for the whole society. As our digital landscape expands, along with our dependence on it, we need to continuously reconsider and refine our expectations of cybersecurity. Going forward, it must now be one of the first thoughts and priorities that any organization has. It is one of the foundations of business sustainability and continuity in the future. And it is becoming an important part of every organization's brand and reputation. In this era and in the future, cybersecurity will be the foundation for trustworthy technologies and businesses. To help the economy to bounce back from the COVID-19 crisis, governments, enterprises, but also small business, will continue to need innovative ways to build and give access to services. In many cases, this means further connecting services and data, creating completely new digital and expanded digital ecosystems. This demands an understanding of cyber risks these new systems will face, and proactive efforts to build those systems with security by design principles in mind. In the early stages of the pandemic, we saw the adoption of large-scale working from home arrangements, cloud services, and video conferencing. This seemed transformational at the time, only a few short moments ago. But today, we are witnessing the proliferation of even more ambitious initiatives. So as, for example, the EU proposed digital law that aims to provide a safe way for citizens to access and link public and private services online. If new services are to be adopted at the speed necessary for long-term sustained economic recovery, citizens must be able to trust that the technologies are secure and that their assets and personal information and data are protected. The principle of trust, therefore, will be absolutely necessary. Finally, one of the lessons of the COVID-19 pandemic is also the notion of resilience. We have to protect ourselves not only against the virus, we also have to develop the ability to withstand a virus attack. In other words, masks are not sufficient. We need vaccines to immunize ourselves. The same is true for cyber attacks. Here too, we have to move from simple protection to immunization. We need to build IT infrastructures that have digital antibodies built in inherently to protect themselves. In conclusion, I would like to state again how essential it is to see the high number of leaders that join the Cyber Polygon this year. During the course of today, we will test how to work together across organizations, across borders, and across the public and private sector. This is a significant step in preparing for an even more highly connected and, I hope, a highly secure and trusted future. I wish you every success.